Why not being beautiful is actually an advantage? Have you ever wondered why today's society is so obsessed with achieving perfect beauty? From makeup tutorials with millions of views to increasingly popular cosmetic surgeries, it seems like everyone is trapped in an endless race to achieve the ideal appearance. But today, I want to share with you a completely opposite perspective. What if not being naturally blessed with conventional good looks actually brings us unexpected advantages that few people recognize? What if those who don't stand out physically possess special gifts that others overlook? I know this sounds paradoxical, even hard to believe. But let me walk you through 4 reasons why not fitting into society's beautiful category might actually be a real blessing. Before diving into the main topic, I want to talk about a trending phenomenon called looks maxing. This term describes maximizing your physical appearance by any means possible, from changing hairstyles and diet plans to working out and even getting plastic surgery. I'm not against self-care or wanting to look better. What concerns me is when we turn this into an obsession when everything revolves around external appearance. Because the truth is, no matter how hard you try, there will always be people whom society considers unattractive by conventional standards, and this is precisely where our discussion begins today. Beauty standards not only change over time but also differ across cultures. But one thing remains constant. Those who don't fit the beautiful framework often possess unique advantages they don't even realize. First advantage, dodging unnecessary traps. Let me tell you an ancient story from Taoist philosophy. Long ago, in a forest in China, there was an ancient tree that grew very strangely. Its trunk was crooked and twisted without a single straight line. Lumberjacks who passed by would shake their heads. No one wanted to cut it down because nothing useful could be made from such a deformed trunk. Meanwhile, all the straight, beautiful trees were chopped down for construction lumber. Years passed, and that ugly tree remained standing, growing into a massive ancient giant. Eventually, its very imperfection made people find it strange and unique, and they revered it as a sacred tree. This story holds a profound lesson about life. When you don't stand out physically, you avoid many troubles that those considered beautiful face daily. Think about the beautiful girls you know. How many of them have to deal with unwanted attention? How many people approach them only for their looks, not caring about who they really are inside? Or consider those handsome guys who get attention from many girls but easily fall into promiscuous lifestyles, lacking clear direction in life? When you're not in the physically outstanding group, you're free to explore your true self without being distracted by shallow relationships. You don't have to worry about someone only caring about your exterior. Second advantage, developing deep character. There is an interesting truth I've observed. People who are naturally blessed with good looks tend to develop stronger inner qualities. Why is this? When you can't rely on appearance to attract attention, you're forced to find other ways to shine. And these ways usually involve cultivating character, intelligence, and communication skills. I once knew someone who wasn't conventionally handsome, but when you talked to him, you'd be captivated by his humor, intelligence, and kindness. He could make a room of 50 people burst into laughter with just his stories and storytelling style. Conversely, I've met people who were very physically attractive, but conversations with them felt boring because they never needed to develop these skills. They were accustomed to getting attention just for their looks, so they rarely invested in becoming mentally interesting. Moreover, people who like you for your personality tend to be genuine, long-lasting friends. They don't come to you because they want to be seen with someone beautiful or to elevate their social status. They truly value you as a person. In today's social media age, many friend groups form solely based on taking beautiful photos together for Instagram or Facebook. On the surface, they seem close, but in reality, they might not understand or care about each other at all. These are shallow relationships based on image benefits. You, with relationships built on character and values, will have much deeper and more meaningful friendships. Third advantage, free time and focus. Have you ever thought about how much time people who are too physically prominent must spend maintaining their image? Not just time on external care, but also time dealing with constant attention from others. Imagine being an extremely beautiful girl. Your phone constantly rings with messages from admirers. You can't go anywhere without being noticed, can't focus on anything without being interrupted. It sounds exciting, but in reality, this can be a huge burden. Psychological research has a concept called the paradox of choice. When we have too many options, instead of feeling happy, we become stressed and struggle to make decisions. An extremely beautiful girl might match with hundreds of people on dating apps, but that doesn't mean she easily finds true love. Meanwhile, when you're not caught up in the whirlwind of constant attention, you have time to focus on what really matters. You can spend time learning new skills, developing your career, reading books, or pursuing your genuine passions. I know many people who have used this free time to become experts in their fields, to build successful businesses, or to develop unique talents. They weren't distracted by shallow relationships or pressure to maintain an external image. Fourth advantage, powerful success motivation. And finally, perhaps this is the greatest advantage that few recognize. People who don't stand out physically often have stronger motivation for success. Look at the world's most famous tech billionaires. Is Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook's founder, handsome by Hollywood standards? Or young Elon Musk, before he became a billionaire and got hair transplants, do you think he would have won a Mr. Universe contest? Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, the richest and most successful people on the planet, aren't famous for their good looks. But they share one thing: they turn their physical limitations into motivation to excel in other areas. When you can't rely on appearance to open opportunities, you're forced to find other ways to prove your worth. And usually, these ways are more sustainable and meaningful than just relying on looks. I'm not saying all unattractive people will succeed, or all beautiful people will fail. But there is an interesting correlation. People who have to overcome appearance obstacles often develop stronger mental strength, perseverance, and creativity. They learn to find value from within, from what they can do, from how they contribute to the world. And ultimately, these are the things that create lasting success. But success doesn't just mean making lots of money or becoming famous. There are other forms of success that are equally profound and meaningful. Think about Mahatma Gandhi. He wasn't physically striking, but he changed an entire country and inspired millions. Or Mother Teresa, she wasn't conventionally beautiful, but she dedicated her entire life to helping the poorest of the poor. Scientific research has proven that doing good, helping others, and living a meaningful life brings much longer-lasting happiness than just focusing on appearance or fame. When you're not obsessed with external image, you have more mental space to focus on becoming a good person. You can develop compassion, understanding, and the ability to connect with others at a deeper level. I want to end this video with an important message. Each of us has our own kind of beauty. That doesn't necessarily follow society as templates. True beauty doesn't just lie in facial features or body measurements. It lies in how you treat others, in the dreams you pursue, in how you overcome difficulties, and in the contributions you make to the world. People considered unattractive by social standards often develop powerful inner qualities: perseverance, intelligence, kindness, and empathy. These are what create lasting beauty that doesn't fade with time. So if you've ever felt self-conscious about your appearance, remember this: you possess advantages that even beautiful people might long for. You have the opportunity to focus on what really matters, to build genuine relationships, and to make meaningful contributions to the world. Don't let society define your worth through external appearance. Confidently assert your value through what you do, how you love, and the dreams you pursue. Finally, remember this: in a world full of perfect, edited images, being yourself with all your flaws is the most courageous and beautiful thing you can do. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it has given you a new perspective on beauty and self-worth. Please share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our upcoming videos.